and the Buckeyes. A rivalry born of one side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Ohio State's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Every time these two meet, it feels huge. It was that way last year, Ohio State going into Happy Valley. But the script rarely seems to deviate. Penn State never seems to find a way to be able to beat the Buckeyes.
No, and this one went right down to the wire last year too, David. You remember that? Penn State had the ball down on Ohio State's 1-yard line in the fourth quarter. A little bit of time left. They go incomplete. They're stopped. And then Ohio State just milked it. They kept the ball for 11 plays and walked out with the dub.
And the good thing is, by watching this game today, you're going to see some power.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and then you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So Penn State's offense will get the ball for the first time. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass, it's Aller. Going for a big play right off the bat. He's got it along the sideline. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him
he's got it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers and so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Penn State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Sayin. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today. But it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Right back to it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Off play action on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Throws toward the end zone. Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Purdue. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A third down try for the offense. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Makes the grab down the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Under fire. Stands in and takes the hit. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires toward the end zone. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Penn State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. From inside the 15, here comes the return. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Rides the back on the option to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Saunders. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Allard. Lets it fly. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look all the way in, and they'll turn it over on down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. End off from the gun. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. The play action fake. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Motion from the wideout. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Sayin. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Absolutely perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Ivy. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession,
he lets one fly deep. He's got it inside the 30. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving yards.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Going for 6. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Looking for a man. It's Aller. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points, and then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback,
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And here. The pressure, and there he goes down again.
3 plays, 3 sacks. Yes, please. As a defensive lineman, we are loving this. Getting pressure on the quarterback, a one-dimensional team. They're passing the football every single time. I'm just going to keep hunting the quarterback.
And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense. this drive. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. It's Allard. Unleashes one deep. And he took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was... just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, all week, the Buckeyes and Nittany Lions tried to bottle up their emotions, but things just boiled over in that first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. Still 2 quarters to go in this incredible regional showdown between two of the winningest programs in football.
The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Allard. He unleashes a long one. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's looking deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, but a big... up thanks to the arm from this senior quarterback. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Allard. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. They're trailing by just 4 to Vanderbilt. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pulls and fires complete to the right.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. He's loose down the left side. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Little touch pass to the receiver. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
On to attempt the try. Right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Looking to pass. It's Allard. Going deep. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And now this offense will take the field again. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Working that left side now. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. He'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Caught in the backfield. It's Tate. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Splits the uprights. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. He'll take the deep shot. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Allard. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Grabs it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw again. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab inside the 30. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And the stomping has commenced.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and take it back. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Looking to throw, it's Aller. He uncorks one deep, and his throw is incomplete. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. But really, since then, Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State. Looking for a deep man. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Sayin. Got a man, it's Jackson. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give on the option. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. They're facing a 3rd down. They'll move the tight end. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a 1st down with a penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Caught over the middle. It's Graham.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Buckeyes are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They'll leave it with him. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get 1st downs and hopefully move the football.
The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Rushes on him. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Off play action. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit.
Number 42, on to punt it away.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Here comes the heat. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be first. He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a man. It's Allard. He's not afraid to go deep. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They were on the move, but two straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Bunch formation for these receivers. On 4th down, going to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get...
Going for the big play. And the DB right with him to knock it away. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He'll take another shot here. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Bears the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You can tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
So Penn State takes down Ohio State, a couple of blue bloods, cornerstone programs in college football, and you know both sides can't wait until they meet again. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.